Good morning, good morning, good morning, loves. It is Motivation Monday with yours truly, Dr. K. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on in, y'all. Come in. This morning, we are going to be extremely brief, but I couldn't go without just sharing what happened on yesterday and a beautiful time that was had by all. So come on in. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Michonne. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the love. I feel it. I see it. Come on in. Come on in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm super excited this morning. Already been up. I was listening to a powerful word this morning on the God Zone. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in on this beautiful Monday. As you see, I'm dressed a little different. I'm gonna tell y'all about that. So good morning, Nanette. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come on in. Come on in, y'all. It is Monday, and I hope you're ready. Some of you guys, it was amazing. You know, we're gonna some pictures were posted yesterday, and we're gonna start dropping some more and some video segments as well. So good morning, Charlie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know I have to. And because one of my girlfriends mentioned something to me, I'm gonna I might pose a challenge this morning. So good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. I love you guys. Come on in. Come on in. So, you know, they'll get to hear it on the recording. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So this morning or yesterday, after the event, first, let me tell you, I could not have ever done or pulled the event off without the assistance of my Freedom team and the sponsors who really helped it to be great. But I'm going to tell you about it, and then I'll show you, a little bit of that in a second. So as it relates to the event, every year we do this vision board party. And in my mind, I'm thinking every year it's going to get bigger and bigger. But with COVID and everything going on, we have to follow protocol. So this year, as I was praying about it, God said, invite 25 people and let it be an intimate event. And I'm like, are you sure? We don't want it to get bigger. Good morning, Deborah. Good morning, Princess. And he was like, just follow my lead. I was like, I got you. Whatever you say, I'm on it. So I went ahead and I posted it out there, and I only had 25 seats. Now, did it sell out? It did sell out. Did all 25 people attend? All 25 people did not attend, but it was so beautiful. The individuals that were supposed to be in attendance were there, and I'm a firm believer always in that. So good morning, Avril. Good morning. So let me walk you through the event. The event was a 2-hour event. We had food, we had music, we had a great time in it. So the event opened up with me praying with everybody, setting the atmosphere, sharing all of the logistics. And the tables were set up so that there could either be 4 people at a table or there could be 2 people at a table. So some tables only had 2. And some tables had 4. There were some people who came with a couple of friends, and there were some people who came by themselves, but it still was a great time had by all. We started out by saying, this is a safe space, an opportunity for us to really sit down and not jump into a vision board and start planning out what we think our vision should be, but that we get in alignment with him so we can make sure that what we're putting in the atmosphere, the words that we post on boards, the things that we're going to be looking at over the next year, that it makes sense, that it makes sense to him and it aligns with what his will is, because we always want our steps to be ordered. It's not, he's going to give us the desires of our heart, but we have to make sure we're in alignment with what he is doing. And we just began to talk and fellowship and have a great time. Dr. Rocks was on and was present, and she was our guest speaker. And she did not let us down. The woman of God was in full effect. And she talked about the fact that although we were creating vision boards yesterday for 2022, the vision actually starts yesterday when we started creating. We don't have to wait. We don't have to worry. Dr. Rocks came up. She was honest, open, and transparent. And she talked about, where she was. And so many of the women spoke on the fact that they're in positions where on the outside, we look a certain way. We look like we have it all together. We look like everything is perfect and it's just moving and shaking. But many of them spoke on the fact that a lot of times they shrink back. Although they're placed on these platforms, although man puts them on a pedestal, they're really not comfortable in the skin that they're in 100%. They're really not comfortable with taking a compliment or being able to stand up to what when a person says, oh, sis, you're a boss. And it's like, oh, no, I'm not. Or, oh, sis, your hair is beautiful. Well, but it's thinning over here. We always do that, but instead of us being able to receive it. So many are saying, you know what, Lord, help me to be able to be comfortable in my skin and to be fully transparent. My sister Nanette said she in this year is going to not shrink. And I'm like, Nanette, it's not you by yourself. Many of us are shrinking back when God is saying, I'm pushing you forward. I'm pushing you out there. I want to elevate you, but you got to be ready because there are some people that are going to be watching. So you can't shrink back. It's time for us to move forward. And it was so beautiful. Then we start having individuals at the event who started talking. We blessed some people in a mighty way. And I'll talk about the blessings in a minute. But we had people who had been homeless, who were on the street, who were like, I knew God. I know what he had for me to do. I grew up in the church, but I was putting God on hold. I was putting him on standby. And I thought about that thing because it hit me different. And I said, how many of us put him on hold? How many of us put him on standby? We hear what he's asking us to do. We're clear on the message. We understand the assignment, but we say, okay, God, I know what you want me to do. I know you want me to go over there. I know you want me to start this thing, but give me 1 second because I ain't finished over here. So it's almost like, how you call call your bill collector, or not even a bill collector. You call somebody and you're like, okay, I know this is going to be a great thing. And they put you on hold and they say the next person will be available. If you call the airlines, the next person will be with you within 40 to 50 minutes. And you like, what? 40 to 50 minutes? That's how some of us do God. God is telling us to go right. And we're like, give me a minute, God. I got to go over here and finish taking care of this. And he like, that ain't going to work out. And you're like, yeah, but I just got to go over there and see what they're doing. And he was like, no, I'm telling you to go the other way because I already know that ain't going to work out. As my sister Nanette said right here in the chat, and I can see her, it was definitely a wonderful experience. And I kept saying that this was going to be an experience like none other. There were tears shed. There was so many smiles. There were relationships that were built on yesterday. And it was a time for people to just come together. Even my husband, when we got in, he was like, he said it 3 or 4 times, baby, the vision board party was great. It was really like he sat down and started working on a vision board. I saw the word relationships go across his board, and he was really intentional because that is the word for this year and for next year, intentional. I saw that. And many of our attendees were very intentional. Family, anytime that we have an event, I want you to make sure that you jump on board. Are there going to be events that have 50, 100 people? I don't know, because I'm going to always be obedient to what God says. But the intimate experiences, we can never discount them. And one young lady, we had her at the very end. She got ready to speak, and she was there the whole time. And she's a beautiful soul and a beautiful friend of mine and my family. And she got up. Oh, yeah, let's not forget Frank did put the Rolex. She got up and she spoke at the end, and she didn't have a bunch on her board. In the center, her word was joy. And it said curating joy, because she very openly expressed the fact that during the year of the pandemic, and even this year, she seemed to have lost her joy. Does anybody resonate with that? We've been going, we've been floating, and it wasn't a dry tear in the room because everybody stopped because they were able to resonate it. Just because we put on the cute clothes, just because we beat our face and we do our makeup, doesn't mean that we aren't hurting on the inside. So many of us, and I had another young lady say, I lost so many people this year, and I wasn't really able to grieve. I wasn't really able. I've just been going, trying to make it, because over the last 2 years, I didn't physically see them. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm pretending that they're here. And I know for myself, I'm in a period right now where I am actively grieving, and it hurts so much. It's very difficult for me. I'm struggling with the fact that I lost my uncle. And I'm like, we got to be in a position where we can say, hey, let me find some of my good girlfriends, guy friends, whatever the case might be, some people who will be able to help me, some people who will be able to speak into me, who will be able to pray with me. Because as that young lady spoke, she talked about the fact that she felt so alone and by herself, and the enemy was attacking her. The enemy was trying to attack her son. The enemy was attacking her mind, and she was in this place and space, but she knows she got a praying mother, but it was just like she didn't know which way to go. And I was like, that's so many of us. So many of us want to keep our hurt a secret. So many of us want our, we want to put this facade out there that everything is okay. But it's okay to say, hey, Jackie, I need help. I'm not having a good day. Hey, Pastor Butler, I need you to pray for me because I'm feeling really down today. Hey, Mama Tony, please keep me lifted because there's some things that I'm struggling with. And I even said to them, I know what's about to happen next, and my life is going to be astronomical because the amount of hurt, the amount of grief and loss that I have myself dealt with in the last 30 days, I already know. I'm like, God, I know you're about to do something amazing. I know that you're about to make this thing turn around and look different. I know that. And then this morning I get up and on the God Zone and we're praising and shouting. And I see the God Zone movement saying, yes, he is about to do something amazing. So we can't sit in that place and space of saying, well, I'm going to just sit right here. And nobody is coming to check on me, and I'm going to be okay. And I don't want nobody to know because I don't want them to know my business. No. A long time ago, I asked God, I said, God, use me. Whatever you're doing in this season, don't do it without me. Use me. I want you to use me. And in him using me, I got to tell you, has everything been 100% happy all the time? No, because he is having to build my strength. He is having to build me up. He is having to make me concentrate and focus more on my word so that in those hard times, he knows that he has a disciple who's going to be able to bring it. He knows that he has somebody who's going to be able to witness to his children. He knows he has somebody that's okay with not having to go into the clean and the pretty places, but I'm willing to go into the dirty places. And that means that we got to have gone through some stuff. We got to be able to have a testimony. So we got to make sure, hey, and you're right in that we were taught not to put our business out there and we suffer in silence. But when we know better, we do better. We were taught that because that was that era. And it seemed like we didn't know who was going to hurt us versus who was not going to hurt us. But when we get in relationship with him, when we read and meditate on the word, when we get his wisdom, when we get discernment, which comes from him, then we know we can identify a person that doesn't have our best interest at heart. We can identify those individuals who really are there for us. And they may be people that we have not ever even laid eyes on. Yes, thank you, Tanisha, for that confirmation. I believe it. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. But we gotta get to a place because God said, I want to use you, but I need you to be honest, open, and transparent. That means that I can't sit over here and quiet. That means that I can't go dormant and then pop back up and be like, and somebody said, well, dog, where you been? And it's like, oh, I was going through so much. And it's like, sis, I would have been praying for you. Or, let us know. I know what my circle looks like. And I was one of those individuals in that I had 2 best friends. I had a couple of friends, a few people. My circle was tight as a Cheerio, but now my circle looks different when it comes to the people that are around me, the people that pitch their tent up. Do I have more friends? Yeah, but they're true friends. Tested, tried, and true over and over again. They're my real friends. They love me. They pray for me no matter what it is, right, wrong, or indifferent. I know they're there. And when you have those, you bring them closer. You don't distance them. You don't push them out. You make sure that, hey, I know I got a real friend over here. I know that I got somebody praying for me. I know I'm not going through it by myself because the enemy wants us to feel like we're by ourselves. And God has had to show me and tell me, hey, remember, you were in that car accident. I was with you. Remember when you couldn't pay for school? I was with you. Remember when you had your son? I was there with you. Remember when you bought your first house and you was trying to figure it out? I was there with you. Remember when it wasn't working out? I still was there with you. So he says, you got to be able to tell somebody and share that story with somebody, share that testimony. We got it. We coming in hot. We coming in hot, honest, open, and transparent. It doesn't matter what somebody else thinks about it. It's about what he is saying, how he wants to use you. People will put on a facade and they'll act like, oh, well, I don't believe they're going through that. But I promise you, there are so many people in this season who are hurt, who are broken, who need to hear what you have to say, who need to hear your testimony, who need to be reminded that the joy, hello, come on, joy of the Lord is our strength, and in him. That we got to rely on him, that we're leaning on him for everything. We're not relying on ourselves. We're not relying on the next greatest and latest and greatest thing. We got to make sure we're relying on him, and we reach out and say, hey, Jamie, I'm not okay, sis. Pray for me. Hey, Rutho, pray for me. Avra, I need you to pray for me. I got those kind of friends that I can send a text message and it's done. And I have people in my circle who will send me a text message. And sometimes, I promise you, family, I've gotten text messages when I was at my lowest point within the last week with somebody asking me to pray for them. And God knew what he was doing, because guess what? It was just showing me that while you think or feel like it's bad over here, there's somebody who got it a little worse. So put your stuff aside and pray. When you get an opportunity to minister to someone, be hot. Be open, honest, and transparent. Be ready to tell them. And yes, you're absolutely right. When you're going through, that's the best time to pray for somebody else. That is the best time, because guess what? You could go before the Lord and you forget about what's going on with you. And that's what God wants to see. He'll bless you when you can forget about your stuff and you can give to other people. When you're in need and you're still giving, that's when he's like, I got me one. He want to see how you're going to be able to handle that thing. I was listening to Bishop Jakes the other day, and our word in our home last year was alignment. And he talked about, alignment and how, it's a hard thing to deal with. And understanding a lot of times you're carrying somebody else's blessing. You're carrying it. Are you going to be open, honest, and transparent? Are you going to be able to pray for that person? Are you going to be able to share? Are you going to be able to bless somebody when you're at your lowest? Because you're like, oh, I just can't do nothing. But God is saying, hey, this person over here needs you to come and they need you to serve. Are you going to be able to do it? That's building that strength. That's building that capacity. So family, I said I wanted to show you guys real quick. Of course, Dr. Rocks and myself, I hosted. Dr. Rocks was the guest speaker. She didn't disappoint. That woman of God was absolutely amazing. She was amazing, amazing, amazing. She brought a powerful word, and I ask that you continue to pray for her in and out of season, because she is doing a mighty thing. God is doing a mighty work in her, and I'm excited about that, sister. But our sponsors, we could not have done it without them. Family, family, family. Our sponsors were, take a look. We had Planet Smoothie McDonough. Of course, I said no shameless plug. Dr. Rocks was a sponsor. The God Zone sponsored. Unfiltered with BC Wright, Moolah Cosmetics, and Little Onesies. So yes, thank you so much, Planet Smoothie McDonough. That's Frank and Katrina Flukas. Dr. Rocks is Dr. Rocks, God Zone, Rutho, and Avril O'Cillian Samillion. Unfiltered, Bernadette Clark Wright. Moolah Cosmetics, that's Tina Dixon. I'm super excited about her. And Little Onesies, that is Princess Kendrick. Yes. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you so much, because we could not have done it without you. So let me tell you what we did as a result of the sponsors. So yes, Dr. Rocks is absolutely amazing. As a result of our sponsors, we were able to bless 3 people with $100. So at the event, we had people speak and talk about, what was going on with their vision board, what they were praying for, what they were believing for, what they were doing. One young lady, she was getting ready to open up a hair salon, a beauty salon. So we sold a $100 blessing toward her vision for whatever purpose. Another young lady, that's Miss Loretta. She has her LLC where she feeds the homeless and she supports them. So we went ahead and we sold $100 into her ministry. And another young lady was getting ready to retire this month. And she is stepping out on faith, and she is going to be a realtor full time. She is going into it. She is ready. She says she's nervous because she's only always known the post office and working, but now she is stepping out on faith. So we sold $100 blessing into her business. I promise you guys. And we're excited about what's going to happen with her. And we're so grateful and thankful for our sponsors for allowing us to do that. We also blessed a couple of people with goodie bags from Moolah Cosmetics, which was absolutely fantastic. And we also gave in our thank you bags for them coming. Everybody got a Freedom by Design bracelet, and they got a customized ornament made by Princess Kendrick of Little Onesies. And those customized ornaments, they were in all different colors, and they said Dr. K Freedom by Design on them. So we were so excited. It was amazing, guys. We had a great time. So I'm excited about what God is doing. And as y'all see, my voice is a little raspy, and the sister was a little tired this morning, so we couldn't get made up and do it up, but we're about to do some other things up. So thank you guys for your contributions, for your prayers. I had my brother Rutho, he called me yesterday right as I pulled up to the hotel. He said, I know you're getting ready. I just want you to know I'm praying with you, and it's going to be amazing. Yes, thank you. I see my sister right here, Sherry. She said she had a great time. Guys, I thank you for continuously supporting me. I know God is getting ready to do some amazing things, and I'm grateful that y'all are right here with me from the very beginning of it. So through and through, and thank you for your prayers. So I'm excited. And God bless each and every one of those blessings that the sponsors were able to pour out into everybody. Again, our sponsors were Planet Smoothie McDonough, come visit us, Dr. Rocks, God Zone, Moolah Cosmetics, Unfiltered with BC Wright, and Little Onesies. Any custom t-shirts, anything you need, she does a little bit of everything. So y'all got to check my sister out. So I'm super excited. Yes. Good morning. So why do I have on this workout shirt? Because I'm going to do a little challenge. It's not going to be a heavy challenge, just a little challenge. You know, normally we wait until January for us to get ready and start doing our New Year's resolutions, and I'm going to eat better, I'm going to do better, and I'm going to be better. How about for the next 30 days, I'm doing it for 45, but for the next 30 days, how about we start just doing a little bit better? Let's commit to walking or running at least 3 times a week, or let's commit to working out at least 3 times a week. Every Monday, I'm going to check in and see where you are. I won't ask you to post your weight. I won't ask you to do any of those things. And also, let's do better with our choices as we eat. Can I challenge you to that? Start right now. Yep, starting right now. We're going to start right now. We're going to do better. We're going to make better eating choices. We're going to work out. Now, you can have a cheat day, because y'all know that a sister likes to eat. We can have a cheat day or cheat meal, not day, cheat meal. But let's go ahead and, guys, Rutho said, let's go. Elbow call. Come on, y'all. We can do this. Let's make some better decisions. And let's see what happens over the next 30 days. Bam! Dr. Abigail said I'm in. Sherry threw up her hand. She said she in. Lynn said she already in, and we ready to go. So at least 3 days a week. I'm going to take a picture when I'm either exercising, working out, or walking. And when I post my picture, at whatever point you do it, I want you to drop in the comments your picture of, let us see your watch showing how far you went. Let us see you walking. Let us see something. So every Monday, that's going to be our day. Monday is going to be our day for us to post our fitness and see what we're doing. So we got to stay on it now. We got to be committed. So it's 30 days. That takes us into the new year, and it gives you the ability to be able to have a cheat meal. So plan it out, and you're still going to eat. You just can't eat everything so much. So we're going to kind of change our portions and look at things different. How about that? So let's see how much better we are for it. I'm going to take a before picture. All right. I see Rutho and Avril there in. Yes. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get healthy. I'm going to take a picture today and then I'll take a picture at the end. So we'll be able to see the progress. So I'm going to ask you guys, take your picture. So when we do the before and after our 30-day, we can be able to see if we see some results or if we just still smiling. And that's okay too. So family, I love you. God bless each and every one of you. And I look forward to seeing you on Wisdom Wednesday. Deidre say they in. Bam, bam, we're in. There we go. We on the same wavelength. Let's get healthy. Yes, we're in. Dee says she's in. Dr. Abigail is in. Lynn says she's in. Sherry says she in. So we're ready. We're doing this together because guess what? We got to take care of these temples. This is all we got. That's it. This ain't no dress rehearsal. So let's do better. Let's be better. Family, I love you. Continue to pray for me as I will pray for you. And I'll see you on Wisdom Wednesday. God bless you. And look forward to pictures from the vision board party and some video clips that'll be coming out soon. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Hey, health is wealth. Bam. God bless you guys.